don't know if I'm supposed to be out here, but I mean, the door was open. All right, so I am here. My SeaPass card was on the door, well, in an envelope on the door. And embarkation was super simple, super easy. I was on board like probably in like 15 minutes. The Uber ride over here was pretty easy. I will say that at the like checkpoint to get into the port, they were extra particular. They checked my ID and proof that I was on a cruise, and then my driver had to be checked, and they opened the trunk. They wanted to look inside the trunk. It was kind of a process. But you know what? We made it through, and went right up to the ship pretty much. So here we are, ready to get this party started. We'll talk soon. So I made my way out of my room and into the stairwell. If you follow my channel for a while, you know that I usually like to take the stairs as much as possible. But taking the 8 flights of stairs from deck 2 to deck 10, which is where the buffet was located, was a little bit of a trek that I did multiple times this week. But soon I was up in the buffet, and I have to say this is some of the best food I've ever had on a cruise ship. I'd say hands down the best buffet food, at least. And I was immediately approached by a bartender who got me a Dos Equis. That is one thing that the bartenders did a really good job on this ship, is making sure I was nice and full of drinks. And then I saw these beautiful celebrity branded towels that I only for a brief moment pondered how to get one in my bag without anyone noticing. But ultimately I decided not to take one because I am too much of a rule follower. But anyway, from there I went up to the Mass Bar on deck 11 to get a Miami Vice, and that ended up being my main watering hole for the week. So for those of you who know me, you know I'm not like the hugest fan of frozen drinks, but we had Miami Vices, this drink, on MSC Divina when I was with CME Traveling, and Kurt and Marcia ordered this and ordered me one, and I loved it. So now it's become like my embarkation day tradition to have a Miami Vice before Sailaway, so that's what we're doing. And shout out to Kurt and Marcia for introducing me to this tasty sweet drink. We'll talk soon. After the Miami Vice, I went down to the Martini Bar because that's one of the main features of this class of ship, and it was included with my premium drink package. And so I looked at the menu, but ultimately decided upon an old-fashioned. You know me and my old-fashions. And then I went back to my room. All right, so my luggage has arrived. I've had a few drinks already. They're definitely just wanting to pour gallons of alcohol down my throat, but I guess they're trying to help me get my money's worth, which I'm not complaining about. But anyway, one thing I was noticing is that I seem to be set up for the second seating of dining. I'm not sure how that happened or what. Probably something I did when I was booking or, you know, filling in all the information months ago. But I think... Sorry, that I'm just setting my drink down there. That's an old-fashioned. You know me and my old-fashions. Anyway, I'm debating if I want to go to the maitre d' later and ask to be moved to the early seating, or if I just want to, like, say this is, like, the universe giving me a sign that I should go to the late one. All the shows and everything alternate the dinner, I've noticed. So, I mean, that's how it usually is, but I've noticed on other cruise lines sometimes you miss things if you have the later dining. So based on the schedule for today and tomorrow, I looked, doesn't seem to be any conflict, so I could just leave it, but I don't know. I'm torn. Let me know in the comments what you prefer. Do you prefer the first seating of dining, the second seating, or do you do my time? Because I could have done my time. I just have never done that before, and I actually like being sat with people and meeting people on cruises in the past. That's been like how I've met my friends that I've hung out with a lot when I'm solo. So I don't normally do my time, and I tend to be an early dining guy because of the late night stuff that I do. But yeah, let me know, where do you fall on that spectrum? How do you like to do dining when you're on a cruise? Anyway, my bag just arrived, which is great because it's only 2:30. My room was ready at 11:30, so they're definitely moving quick. I don't think we're at capacity. I'm walking around feeling the vibe. Doesn't seem like we're a full ship, although this ship doesn't hold a whole lot of people. I think it's just over 2,000. So yeah, so far so good. Everything's very efficient, The staff is super friendly. I'm having a good time so far, but I'm gonna unpack a little bit, get things situated, and then figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the afternoon and debate dinner. Do I want to switch to the early seating or see what it's like at the later dinner option and go from there? I guess I could probably go tonight, see how I feel, and then switch tomorrow if I don't like it. I don't know. But anyway, you'll see what happens soon, and so will I, and we'll talk soon. All right, y'all, so the door was open, and I'm out on this random deck. I don't know if I'm supposed to be out here, but, I mean, the door was open. I wanted to just update you all, just hanging out. They're still feeding me, feeding, is that the right word? Pouring drinks down my throat, but anyway, feeling pretty good at this point. Not drunk, but, you know, buzzing, and I haven't quite been brave enough to, like, approach anyone yet to make friends, but that'll come. It's only, like, minute 10, so lots of time left, but I wanted to update you all and say cheers and all that. Celebrity Infinity, so far so good. We'll talk soon. So Celebrity Infinity actually has a full library on board, which is cool. I mean, it's a little old school, but I support it. I am an avid reader and have a writing degree, so I'm all about the books. And then in here you have a staircase, which I believe goes up to the iLab, the computer lab. Yep, I was right. So, iLounge, that's what they say. This is like Apple branded everything. And this is free to use. So super cool. They do have some hours posted. Oh, 24 hours. If you need assistance, there are some special hours for that, but otherwise it's free to use at all times. And there's quite a few computers here, so that's cool. We'll talk soon. After exploring the ship a little bit, it was time for the Sailaway party, and they started playing music and stuff on the upper deck. People were already in the pools and hot tubs and stuff, and so I went up there to see what, you know, that was all about. And the, I guess, entertainment team came out and were trying to get people to dance, and I was just kind of standing there watching for a little bit, and I thought that if I went out there and started dancing, I could maybe motivate other people to join me in the reindeer games, but when I went out there, that's not at all what happened. All right, so we're doing Sailaway right now. This is actually the earliest Sailaway I've ever done, which is interesting. I went out and danced for like a second or two, but no one else was coming, so it was a little kind of embarrassing. The crew is doing great. Sorry, we're right next to like a vent right here. So loud. Anyway, they're doing great at pumping up the crowd, but people are not interested in going out and dancing, which is fine. But I got shy. There's a Rooftop Terrace here I'm gonna check out. I wonder if they have a bar. I'm not really that familiar with the ship, but look, Rooftop Terrace, there it is. Let's see what's over here. And we'll talk soon. All right, so no bar in the area. What was it called? Anyway, Rooftop Terrace area. But I did find the sports court, and this side leads back down to the main pool deck area. Let's see if things have improved down there for dancing and whatnot. But either way, I'm getting a drink, and we'll talk soon. They did not have a bar back there, but it was a nice quiet place, which is why I didn't record there, because there were people there relaxing and lounging out. That's also where the big screen is, so for those of you who like to watch movies, that's where you'll find the big screen on the Celebrity Infinity. But from there I went back down, and we actually finished up the Sailaway party. More people were dancing at this point, which was awesome. And then I made my way down to the boat deck to check out the fact that we were pushing off the dock, and it was cool to be able to be out there on that lower deck and see, you know, kind of the mechanics of us leaving the area and, you know, all of that. And then after the sail away, there was plenty of time to kill, so I went and grabbed a martini from the Martini Bar and then went to my room to unpack before it was time to head to dinner.
All I want back at the room, and they are reminding us that the clocks go back an hour tonight, which is good. Good reminder. There are chocolates on the pillow, which is taking a leaf out of Disney's book, or maybe Disney stole it from them, who knows. But anyway, we're in Bimini tomorrow. I don't have any like excursions or anything planned, so I'm just gonna play it by ear. I don't know if it's tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I think it's the day after. I have a VIP like ship tour that I'm doing. They're gonna take me into like the galley and the engine room allegedly, and up to the bridge and stuff. So I don't think that's tomorrow. I think it's the next day. Tomorrow's just Bimini. I've been to Bimini before, but last time I had an excursion at Resorts World. So if I get off tomorrow, I think I'll just kind of like explore actual Bimini and see what that's like. It's obviously a cool island, and I love the idea of visiting it like without an excursion and just kind of exploring and going from there. But anyway, I want to thank you all for traveling with me. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fun things. We'll talk soon, and y'all have a good night.